Dr. Sebastian Gorka, Fox News national security analyst, former deputy assistant to the President of the United States. Dr. Gorka has a book coming out. It's upcoming, Why We Fight, Defeating America's Enemies with No Apologies. So the President of the United States had a big announcement yesterday. He redid NAFTA. He had all the people that put it together behind him. But at which time he made it clear when he opened up for questions, Kavanaugh was on everybody's mind.
Yeah, yesterday he was at the rally and he talked about the media and the left. Listen to this and we'll get your reaction.
This weekend, Mr. President, you said that it's incorrect to say you're limiting the scope of the FBI investigation.
What does that have to do with Fred? Let's do that later, but I'll call you a second time. You're going back to high school because he had beer? And now for you Democrats, and I guess I'm including you too, the media, right? I consider you a part of the Democrat Party. I think the press has treated me unbelievably unfair. They're loco, but that's okay. I put up with it.
All right, so he talked about it at the Rose Garden too. Dr. Gorka, what is your reaction to that?
Spot on. He's absolutely spot on. They have lost their minds. Let's start with the Kavanaugh hearing. We have people like Cory Booker, who admitted to groping a high schooler. We have people like Dianne Feinstein, who had a Chinese spy on her payroll for 20 years. We have people like Richard Blumenthal, who lied about being a combat veteran of Vietnam, and these people are going to sit in judgment over Brett Kavanaugh, who has a spotless reputation. Look at what they've done in just the last 10 days. They are so desperate to stop this good man, this godly man. They've tried to accuse him of being a serial rapist. They tried to accuse him of trying to kill this woman, Dr. Ford, and now, what's the latest charge when they can't make anything stick? This is like an SNL skit. He threw ice over somebody 30 years ago in college. They are loco. It's unbelievable.
Well, there was some sort of a police report filed, but he was not charged. And, you know, you're right. It wound up in the pages of the New York Times. But, Sebastian, you know why the Democrats are doing this. They would like to run out the clock, essentially, have the Republicans lose control of the Senate. It would be a tie. And that way, you know, their agenda would not be changed.
Yeah, they have lost the will of the American people. Donald Trump became the president. They thought Hillary was the shoo-in. Remember, the night of the election, the New York Times says she has a 94% chance of winning. Huffington Post said 97% chance of winning. It was locked in for Hillary. They lost. The American people decided that Donald Trump would be president. So what's their only hope now? To win the highest court in the land, turn it into a legislative body, and gain political control through the Supreme Court. And that's why Brett Kavanaugh has to be taken out, and we can't let it happen.
Well, it's like this. I mean, if you basically can blame the field, you can blame the refs, you can blame the travel, you can blame the weather, but you got to find a way to win. And the president's essentially saying, yeah, I'll expand the FBI investigation, but everything's going to end Friday. And we're going to find a way to persevere. He's just listing it. I thought one thing that was telling, he said, listen, I'm used to the attacks. That's just the way it is with this job. But Brett Kavanaugh is not. And I worry about other people, maybe like you could really identify with, that are waiting for the nomination process to take place. And it never happens. They quit their jobs. They line up their backgrounds. They give into all this, and they just wait, and wait. And our government's working with an arm behind its back. And it's not going to help Republicans or Democrats or the country. And who watches Brett Kavanaugh and think it's worth it for them and their family to go forward with serving the government? Because you don't get rich doing it.
Right. Brian, look, I've been there. I've been in the crosshairs. When I was deputy assistant to the president, I had one journalist write 42 hit pieces on me in 3 months. They attacked not only me, and I get it, I'm a proxy for the president, that's fine. But when you attack my wife, you attack my dead mother's reputation, you attacked I had a journalist who wrote a piece about my high school-age son being a traitor to the conservative cause. Who's going to want to work in government? He's absolutely right. And we have more than 300 political appointments that are being slow-rolled by the Democrats. That's not good for any Americans, but this is how desperate the Democrats are.
Well, let's see if they do take a vote later this week. Could be procedural, could be the big one. Sebastian Gorka, thank you very much.